Hey there, I'm JB. We are playing some more Roadcraft. Now, for the ones who have missed it, last time we actually finished off Sunken a 100%, and later that day I did a live stream on Incommunicado. This was just a one time only, so that's why it's already on 45%. We're just gonna finish it off and then we're going to freshly start off with one of these. This map is actually quite a lot of fun. It's not as difficult as Sunken. You can see I still need to discover a little bit. Along the way, you might see here and there something that I've already been doing, but still, I have a lot of main objectives to complete and just 3 side objectives. Alright, so we be here. I can explain you real quick, real short what kind of happened. We basically fixed up a steel beam factory, which I need to connect the power from this guy to that guy, and or I have fixed up the steel pipe facility, and I'm only looking for a concrete slab factory if you would. Now I have been doing something with this rusty stump grinder, but I didn't do any other forestry things in this map just yet. Now we got a home base right out here, and or we can unlock another home base which is right around here. I think it would be a good idea to check out that first. There is a construction depot that we can do. There's a roadside base on this side that we can do. Besides that, we do have one main objective which says provide the construction depot with a steady flow of materials, and then there is no side objectives. I did bought an extra trailer because I wanted to move up a dump truck and or the dozer, you know, both of them at the same time, so I can spend lesser time on driving 2 vehicles at the same time. Now this map feels of course easier than Sunken, and that's basically because an earthquake would tear up the ground, and in this case there's not really ground tearing.
Just there near the river should be a good place to set up your base of operations. In the meantime, we're being asked to do some quick repairs on the building so that it doesn't fall apart. Just gather the resources and get it over with. You know better than me by now.
Right, this is a side objective. We already have some slabs stored. I just need 2 more steel beams and then plan a route which goes from this area to that area. Wow, that is easy. Now the one and only thing I need to keep in mind is take a good look at the road that there are no like big fallen trees, because vehicles cannot go through them. Like this guy around here. That's the only thing I'm going to keep in mind. Alright, then in this case that is done, which all we need right now is basically 2 steel beams. Alright, now the nicest thing of having multiple bases is that you can bring the stuff to the closest one you need to be, and then it completed the objective all the way towards the other side of the map. Alright, so the next thing that I want to do is get another base. This base is right around here, which is actually very nice. I do have a vehicle here, which is the rusty old wagon. This guy out here. I used this guy because I needed to remove some scrap with those cranes, and I was like, you know, if I put that scrap right away onto this truck, I can instantly just deliver it, right? Ah, yes, we also want to unlock the store, that one on the minimap with the shopping cart, so we can start selling some stuff too. Because right around there at the steel beam factory, I have seen like a fork truck, and apparently fork trucks are worth some cash too.
This place isn't too shabby, is it? Still, the locals are loaning it out, so don't break anything.
Right, don't break anything, but I guess I'll have to fix everything. Right, I need another load of these, and I'm going to have slabs. Now the only issue here is where I'm going to get slabs from if I cannot make them. Well, the one and only thing I can do is basically try to unlock this thing and then buy some slabs from that. It seems like I have another vehicle out here. Ah, very good. We got this guy.
This supply depot could be a huge help for the restoration effort. The power control panel is on the fritz though. I'm thinking you could bring one from the old gas station. Nobody's gonna miss it for a while.
Right, okay. So before we get this thing up and running, we're going to bring something, and this needs to be brought from here. That been stolen from Chernobyl or something. Looks like one of them panels in there. Perfect. Perfect.
Great work. Now we have our very own supply depot.
Okay, no buying icon. I need to be in here. No? That's odd. Ah, there we go. Alright, so one concrete slab costs 1,500. 4,500 is not too bad for 3 of them. Still, I would like to check out the map, and maybe it will be a new day for me. That's right, JB. It is indeed a new day for me. And look what I found, guys. Does anyone recognize this? This is actually one of the parts from the early demo. And I think it was a different layout, because I remember that there was like a little home base here. You drove around like this, and that is how you came to this area. So they did change the map later on. Now also I got something funny to tell to you guys, because look at this. If anyone can guess which kind of vehicle this is, you can just let me know down below in the comment section. It's real bad. And I have to be honest, this is actually the very first time in this game that I got something like crazy happening. I had no other glitches, no other bugs, I had no crashes, nothing. Yeah, so let me explain you what happened. I actually found a couple of stuff and things I wanted to sell. For example, this trailer down here, a toy vehicle, some forklifts, and it is laying all over the place. Basically, I had this vehicle standing out here. I loaded a lot of stuff onto it, and then just at the moment I wanted to drive it to the construction depot to sell the stuff, this vehicle started to glitch out. And the funniest thing is, actually, I started to look where this stuff is laying around. I was like, okay, one trailer. I had 2 forklifts. One is laying here, and one is here, and now I'm looking at it, it's actually in the sky. And I actually had found 3 pieces of toys. One is here, one is there, and one is right down here. And then I was like, am I missing something? So I start looking around, and then boom, I found another toy right down here, which is toy number 4. If this thing never happened, I never knew that there was another toy down here. So yeah, a bad glitch, but I did find another toy thanks to that glitch. Gladly, it is not too far into the sky, so yeah, I need to do a little rescue operation here. Now, for the ones who wonder where did I find these forklifts, because these forklifts are worth 5k, and these toys of course 10k, and this blue trailer I believe is, I can check it onto this list, is 2,500 credit. I found the blue trailer actually right out here. I found one of the toys right down here. I found one forklift right out here. The other toys and forklift, I found one forklift right down here into this part. One toy I found right down here onto a container, which is on this side of the map. I found one toy all the way out here behind this house in the yard. Now I also have a transformer and another thing onto this vehicle right down here. The transformer is found along with the other things right in here, but there is some more stuff, but the camera angle to get the stuff out of here is really bad and really annoying. And there are 3 pieces of slab down here. Now I remember in the first part of the episode that we needed actually something. Yeah, we needed like 3 slabs into the base. So yeah, if you're looking for 3 free slabs, it is right out here. Now what I'm gonna do, at least trying to do, is get the stuff back onto this truck here and carefully move it along to the shop, because then I'm going to get a lot of cash. Oh. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's falling out of the sky. Okay, very good. Now, there is only this toy out here. Man, I'm so lucky that it didn't even went higher. Okay, that one is out of the sky. Okay, let's see if I can drive this thing forward without it tipping over. Ooh, okay. All the toys is back. Alright, let's Hey, there's a slab there. Did I bought that by accident? Anyways, here we go. Look at that, 52,000 bucks. Let's just press T. There we go. Now look at our money, almost 200,000 bucks. Very good, right? It was well worth the trouble. So what I would like to do right now is just have a quick exploration with this vehicle to see what happened, you know, with the area since stuff has changed. And the reason why I'm doing it with this vehicle is that if there is another piece of toys, it will be in this area though. Now I did see that they also changed something, because right down here in the demo version you could just easily drive through and they just blocked it off. Yeah, it's this one. Look at that, concrete slab factory. This thing is not powered. Yeah, look at that. We need to bring power to this guy again. Oh, do you see that? I think that is a toy. Which also make me think that when you find toys on a map, you can only find 5 of them. If you find a Warhammer battle, might only be 2 of them. Alright, let's see, just bit by bit. And you know what? I'm gonna put low gear on so I'm not like going too fast. Gonna go as far as possible. There's no problem to get this thing out of here. Okay, seems to be fine. Just to be sure. Yes, nice. Okay, that is not like too crazy. Alright, here we be. I think I didn't have 200,000 bucks before. Could be wrong though. Let's press T. There we go. We got 200,000 bucks. Now I did explore the area out here. A little more. I only found a transformer station, which this spot was changed to from the demo. Anything else? I didn't find anything interesting though. So in this case, I would like to pick up some slab because I would like to fix up this base down here so I don't have to drive for miles to get another vehicle. You know what? It's so close. It's actually so close. And we already have one concrete slab out here. This thing is only 1500, you know. There we go. No big of a deal. That saved me a lot of messing around once again. Oh yeah, I do need to bring it out here instead of out there. I forgot about that, but we're still, you know, pretty close. And then the, oh yeah, we need to bring some of these, which is also not a problem. What I would like to do is pick up another boat, because we got this guy right out here. We can pick that up out of the water and bring it all the way along. Because that's going to give me a lot of steel beams. Now if you ask me, hey JB, is there a handy way to, you know, put stuff quicker into your wagon? Put this thing right in the middle of your vehicle. And also like this in the middle, so I can raise it a little more. If it's just perfectly in the middle, you can just strap the cargo, just lift it up, and then just drop it in. Change the mode, strap it up, and drop it. Now the last one, will this work? I mean, I already had 2 in without moving this crane arm. There we go. Simple as it is. Alright, there we go. That is 1 out of the 2 objectives. Let's just, by the way, track this thing. And right now, we're gonna pick up a boat. Have to be careful. I don't want this thing to tip me in the water. Now, very important. I want to get this thing in the middle as possible. Okay. Strap it. There we go. Alright, cool. Yes, there is a ton of scrap to be found around the factory where I want to bring this thing, but what is fun about that? This is fun. I mean, look. That tree just hopped out. It's like, okay, I'm gonna fall, but then it was like, nope. Yep. There we go. And oh, and it fell down. Look at this. This thing can just, you know, Get trees out of the ground, no problem. Excuse me, coming through. Oh. Okay. Okay. I mean, this thing just mows them down. Now, these big boys, though, there's no chance. Nope. I don't even think you can get them down with a forester machine. It's way too much fun. Just bumping onto everything. Alright, now let's see how many steel beams this thing will deliver. Let's unstrap it. Boom, 12 steel beams right in the face. Now I'm gonna also show you how you can load them up the fastest way. First of all, you wanna have a lot of beams. Then you wanna take care that you park your vehicle perfectly along with those beams. Then take care that the crane is perfectly in the middle of your bed. And all that is just left is strap the cargo, lift it up, drop it in there, take the next one, strap your cargo, lift it up. And this is just the fastest way of loading in 2 beams. And if you have issues reaching it, you can always just reposition your vehicle, which is still faster than trying to move your crane around. If you don't want to cycle through all of these beams once again, you can also just strap them and it will just ignore them. This is also very handy. And then it just takes the last one. There we go. It didn't take that much work as if you would use the crane and moving it around and that kind of stuff. Alright, and here we be. And we completed another task and we got some extra beams. Very good. Now we're going to complete this ourselves, it seems like, which is fine. There we go. Alright, we got another base.
Another base up and running. You have the locals to thank for that.
Locals? I've been doing all the work, but what locals? Nobody's here to me. Oh, and did I just unlock a new vehicle? Ooh boy, look at that. I have unlocked the Dawn 72 Malamute, which costs 42,000 bucks. That is a lot of money. Okay, that was a big squirt. Not much engine noise though. But let's see. Oh, this thing is fast. It's just like the Range Rover type of deal. It's very fast, but this thing looks lesser tip heavy because it's way wider. Oh, it's so nice to have another faster vehicle. Okay, it's kinda strong. I mean, it's still going. Of course, if we turn this on, it goes a lot faster, but you get the deal here. Alright, I got everything ready and set up. I'm going to spend some nice number of time listening to music and, you know, lay down some roading. So I'm just going to give you that lock room there, behind the wall, up to there. And then from this, behind this wall, up to there. And I place this vehicle right down here. Is just start the roads, I think just right around here, going in or that way and or that way. And the reason being is so, you know, I don't have trouble coming from this area and, you know, for example, just drive in here for whatever reason needed. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I have been fixing the whole roads and, you know, it looks kind of fancy though. From above at least. Yeah, this is nice. I can just cruise through this area real quick without, you know, all of the mud and stops and hops and bops. I'll just quickly drive you through this area. I'm actually glad that right down here I did the same thing. I almost fell off though with the paver, but it's okay. And I like how smooth the road is, going around the corners. Then we can go left or right, and in this case we're gonna go right. Now this vehicle is very quick, so these corners are gonna be real tight. But with slower, bigger vehicles, these corners are just perfect. And then from down here, It's also very smooth. I actually hope that this silly beam thing goes away once I've completed the mission. I have already put everything off site, so should be able to do it right now. Right, what is it gonna be? I think it's a mid-size cargo truck with some beautiful clean piping on them. Should not be any problem at all. These trucks would definitely have gone stuck in the mud. So yeah, this road upgrade was sure needed. Beautiful, and it seems like the beam is gone too. We're almost level 10.
Great job. You secured yourself a steady supply of pipes. Should help us out a great deal in the long run. Anywho, if there's anything you can't have too much of in our business, it's concrete. At the moment, we barely have any, so sourcing more is a must. I think you can guess where I'm going with this. You betcha. There's a concrete plant in the area. I can't confirm its status from the satellite images. Could you go and check it out? Pretty please.
Alright. Well, I can already tell you it doesn't look that good. But we're gonna take care of this and more in the next episode. What I can do already is trying to drive to the area. Not too close, of course. And we haven't seen the inside just yet. Look at this. And then it has like handles and buttons and levers and switches, and it's a pretty clean little vehicle.